I was doing this Kahukx from Sydney City, baby, and we're reacting to my new EP, Nothing is Something.
Them man can say whatever they want, it don't count until
Charlie said
your boy ain't ever been #1 in the country until
Charlie said
that's right, they respect my opinion, yeah, they wait until
Charlie
boom, we are here. How you feeling, brother?
Not bad, cuz, not bad. Good to see the setup, good to be here, bro. Straight out.
It's gonna be a good
Putting
time,
on for the Oz scene.
Hey, this is a moment, man. First project.
Yes, it is, bro. It's been a long time coming, bro. You know, it was due time, now time's due. Come on.
Why now? Why now? Why drop
It's
it?
the right time. I wanted to do it like a year, like exactly a year after I dropped Due Time, but you know, it didn't really come to fruition. So now it's out. So yeah, we're proud of it. We worked very hard for it, and now we're gonna see, you know, how the people like it, how you like it.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I've already heard this project. I was at your EP release party. Good time. Really well put together event. Shout out to everyone that was a part of putting that
Shout
together.
out Aura.
Yeah, shout out Aura Entertainment, man. And yeah, then I've gone through and I've listened in my own time. I couldn't help it. So no, this isn't a blank reaction, but there's definitely things I want to pick your mind on and go through. We got 8 tracks. We're gonna just run straight through. Yeah, man. Why Nothing to Something though? Why that?
Because it came from a dream, it came from nothing, and then we managed to really make it and produce it. And you know, we stay humble, but now we can say we've done something, you know, to make a difference in this scene at least. You know what I mean? Soon to be global, but at the moment, you know, baby steps.
Yeah, man. Continue building, man. That's what it's all about. We are gonna roll through here. Track numero 1.
Let's get it.
Let's go, man.
It's probably one of my favorites. Eh?
Yeah, one of your favorites. I hear you, little vocal in the back there. We're gonna start doing the melodic thing, bro.
I have the taser, you know. I got half moldy, so you know, us little coconuts we can sing, bro. So you know, I'll definitely be doing that more. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. I hear you. I hear it, man.
Hate me or love me, can still call on your nice and shit. And I know I ain't easy to trust me, but can trust me, I've been through some shit. Made my dick hard, not my laugh. Pussy wet, not your ass. Do that, I'm on pages fast, they still
Aye, sometimes in life you just gotta focus on the priorities.
I knew you were gonna follow that one. Yeah, no, that was a sticky one. But you know, it made sense. I was gonna blur it out at the start. I was like, fuck it, you know. You hear NLE Chopper talking about his gooch, so I can talk. Say that, you know.
About what I need to talk about, man. Priorities. I hear it.
Big brown, I'm taking side. And I know these still gon' hate me. And trust me, I burn myself. In the front seat, give a fuck about health. Check his snap score like dish out wealth. And just know if it should've been, would've just been. I think what it could've just been. But just doing his team, it's to tell you with rap, just to buy you things. Je sais que je mens des fois, je sais que tu crois que tu connais pas. Mais moi j'ai des rêves de la bonne vie, quoi. Elle part sur le net, mais jamais près de moi.
Aye, speaking Italian, yeah, I see you, bro.
Yeah, bro, Italian. Nah.
Nah, the French, that's cold though. Yeah. That's cold. So what, you fluent in French?
Yeah, bro. So my mum, like I've said, you know, my mum's half French, my dad's half Maldi. So, you know, at the start when I was younger, like my mum was trying to teach me and that, but I always brushed it off, that kind of side of me, because it's never cool, you know. But I think it's about time I embrace all my culture and, you know, make it cool to be fucking French. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%.
It's a love language, so yeah, they fit the song too.
100%. Have you ever listened to much of French the Kid?
Oh, bro, don't even get me started, French the Kid
I
hit
love
me up.
French, man, and I love the way how he can do the whole white boy Essex angle and then just casually drop the French thing, and it's just so sick how he just merges between the two. So I definitely, with obviously in your own way, it's not like, oh, let me cap French, but you know what I'm saying, like in your own way. Definitely,
of course,
man. I appreciated that touch when I heard it. I'm like, yo, is that what helped to inspire Mbappe?
Well, yeah, I'm guessing he picked me because I'm half French to do the verse, but you know, done well that song too.
Yeah,
so.
hey, that's a banger of a song, can't lie. Shout out to the original version of that song.
Instagram t'es belle même mis en vie. Je te jure le soir tu me donnes envie. And I know can't have all things I want, but I swear sometimes you're what I need. Temptations come like digger day. When a choice of mine I tend to say. When the fake comes out I tend to say. Can never know with friends what intentions be. Make my shit hard, not my life. You won't wipe tears from your eyes. And if I say trust me, please go trust me. Done with a fucking knife. There's nuts I said I did it. Block me off saying line I did it. I get it, my feelings won't grip on a spinner and make that bitch go did it. Could be done and show no tears. Raised up run out to show no fear. All I be saying is what I be saying. Don't believe everything you Don't believe everything you hear.
Always.
Alright, tell me though. Is that a real voicemail or not?
Huh? No, okay.
Yeah.
Hear me out, yeah. It's a famous one, you know. Rod Wave used it, bro, and I was like, it's free for use. I thought I'd use it, so it relates to, if US people hear it, they'll recognize the voicemail, and then maybe they'll go, oh, this track's hard.
Okay, so. Inspired by true events.
That's it.
I kind of just called to hear your voice, so your voice recording was enough. I should hang up.
Hide me or love me, cause still calling you nice and shit. And I know I ain't easy to trust me, but could trust me, I'll be bruised and shit. Man, my dick hard, not my love. Pussy wet, not your ass. Do that, I'm on pages.
Man. It's a nice flow as well. Like, let alone what you're saying. It's a nice way to start a project on this vibe, man.
100%. We thought about the order for a while. At the start, I didn't want Die Young and Hate Me or Love Me to be together because they're 2 samples, and there's 3 samples in this. I don't want people thinking I rely on samples because I've been hearing that and I'm like, nah, bro. So we switched out another song and put another one in, because I didn't want people saying I rely on samples, And we're trying to be versatile nowadays, so yeah.
I'm going to touch on that sample thing in Die Young, actually, so I'm going to come back to that point. Make sure we cover that.
Hide me or love me, cause still calling you nice and shit. And I know I ain't nice to trust me, but could trust me, I'll be bruised and shit. Man, my dick hard, not my love. Pussy wet, not your ass. Do that, my pages fast, they still think bound, I'm deep inside. Rise right, do wrong on my own. 3 AM, still buzzing my phone. Day and day, when we out on road, still gonna turn up at the ritual bar. So winter coming and summer goes. Told that bitch not to hit my phone.
Wait, that's a bar, bro. No one knows.
Am I sleeping on bars right now?
I'm not gonna disclose names. I'm not disclosing names.
Wait. So let's catch this.
3 AM, still buzzing my phone. Day and day, when we out on road, still gonna turn up at the ritual bar. So winter coming and summer goes. Told that bitch not to hit my phone.
You won't get out unless you know my life,
Man, I don't. Come on, then. Talk to us. Talk to us.
I don't want to say her name because she's gonna get. No. So this girl that I used to talk to.
Yeah.
And then I stopped talking to her, and then the next girl, I called her a certain name because I was taking the piss out of the other one's name.
Okay.
And then so it's.
Coming in summer go. It's an if you know.
And then the next one's the last name's but fuck. She's so gonna get the biggest high off this. It's not. I'm not talking about but it was a funny one.
Alright, listen, man. If you know, you know. Don't ask questions. T's and C's apply, man.
Boys know cause they got time, I ain't got no dough. I ain't got no ex, but the S there if we feeling stressed. They ain't got no bread, take the bay off, leave that boy on red. In my heart I'm hungry, up and come on like I ain't been fed. And I know I done my work at the right there is why I'm next.
What you know about doing maths on words?
Hey, what do you know about mathematics? Huh? Calculator bars, son.
Did you actually catch that one, Bart?
Bro. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you calling me out on bar catching right now, man?
No, you're good.
Don't do this to me, man.
I ain't got no ex, but the S there if we feeling stressed. They ain't got no bread, take the bay off, leave that boy on red. In my heart I'm hungry, up and come on like I ain't been fed. And I know I done my work at the right there is why I'm next.
Yeah. So you're not even catching bars, bro.
See,
come
man.
on.
Alright, why are you? Alright, so next. Alright, now I'm gonna be listening. Yeah, man's trying to do everything all at once, man. No, I appreciate that though. I appreciate the fact that you thought about lyricism, you thought about bars, and you're not getting lazy with it. I appreciate the fact that you're actually trying to put time into your pen game.
Of course, bro. Of course.
Definitely, man. So that's the way we open up the project.
But there's so many hidden bars in these, bro. It's not even funny, like.
But that's good. It means replay value. It means people go back, they listen, pay attention, and I like music like that. My favorite music is, I didn't catch that bar, and it's been out 3 months.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses. Hey, do you know where that original sample comes from?
Of course. To be fair, I've only heard the version by this guy. He looks like Polo J. What's his name? I forgot. I heard his version about it, and I was like, that is fire. And then I seen the original, but I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not respecting the sample like that.
Yeah.
I should know.
See, I start calling you out and shit now.
No.
Yeah, you know what? It's mad because when I heard this, I knew the sample, and I'm like, where do I know it from? And I still can't tell you for the life of me where I heard it originally sampled, but I knew the actual song as well.
Is it the band Perry?
Yeah, the band Perry is the original one. Yeah. So the band Perry did the original, and I've definitely heard it sampled from years ago. So when I heard this, I was like, rah, I ain't heard this in a minute. So
bro.
Classic sample, man. So with samples then, as you said, like, you don't want to be known as just a sample guy, right?
I don't even want to be put in the sub-drill culture anymore, really, you know, like, I'm just like, this is just giving the fans, like, you know, what they want, but also a taste of new stuff, you know, like, I got the little singing and parts, you know, what else, like, I've been doing the slower beats and stuff, like, I'm not just stuck to one kind of subculture of drill or the samples and stuff. Obviously, that's the music I like making, you know, people say, oh, he uses it, but it's generally the music I like making, and it's the music I listen to the most, but, you know, just to close some people's mouths, we're being versatile as well, you know what I mean? And always got to breach out of the sub-drill culture eventually anyway, but...
Yeah. I hear it. I think there are times where your samples really work, and I'm going to point something out later in this song. You know what? I'm going to say it now, actually. And it's not that it ruins the song, but it distracts me. And I said the same thing about Bonnie and Clyde, where because I know the sample now, when I first listened to this track by myself, I found myself singing along with a sample more than actually listening to your bars. And then there's a point at the end of your first verse, I think it's the last 8 bars before the hook maybe, where I then hear your bars completely because the sample is then pulled from it completely.
Yeah.
So I will say, maybe it's a mixing standpoint, maybe it's a creative direction choice type of thing, but there are times where your samples distract me from your actual lyrics, and I mainly said that. I remember when I did Bonnie and Clyde reaction, I remember saying it about that track then, the same thing.
Nah, 100%, you know, some people take it differently, you know, like for me, maybe I'm just not as familiar with the samples, so like I was focused more on the bars, and because of how the sample makes me feel and what it's relating to, you know what I mean?
100%.
Die Young,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Oh, the sample choice is amazing. But as we listen through, I found myself getting distracted by the thing, and I think it works really well. And I'll point out the moment where it happens, where it's then pulled from the verse and it ain't layered in the background.
Yeah, 100.
Understand where I'm coming from. But I love this sample though. I can't lie. I've got to say it one last time. I love it. I hear you, bro. You're ready. Your melodic career's about to take off.
Look, baby, got someone to prove. I'm young and impatient with nothing to lose. And back then, I lost the loss. So when I take girls, I don't even lose. And Lord knows I'm trying to die young. If I die young, need time, no care. They'll probably post picture of RIPs. Once round you wasn't there, son. If I go dying, man, I like you can and show me no love, and that shit be rare. If I go dying and no post and shit and show me fake love when you wasn't there. I remember when I needed help, nobody found us, so we fed ourselves. I remember when we lost ourselves, we kept it humble, real shit I felt. My old friends left me when I was down and out, old friends trying to get back in, saying the sad songs, the shit I live when I was humble, they ain't write me shit. I went chat for the nail like Brooklyn, trying to do more of the things we got. And back then we won, we took a living tax free, trying to count our bucks. So if I die on them, my eyes seen plenty. If I die on them, my heart stayed empty. Never been too friendly, normally bad things are the things that tempt me. Come down for the cause like hood, singing 6 figures before they could. We used to stash cash, put blades in hoods, so when we seen them, don't know what's good. Use my name, you kidding, can't be humble. So
and now listen to this part of the verse. This is way less distracting to me, and now I can hear what you're saying more
I
clearly.
I feel you, man.
That's my opinion anyway.
When we say them, don't know what's good. Use my name, you kidding, can't be humble. So it's done, we say I'm out the lane now. Rap shit ain't giving, tryna day stress, I'll blow my vision. They tryna throw lost and snakes, that's why you're more time with their laws and fact. That's why you're more time with their cars and snakes. That's why you're more time with their host them. I wouldn't blame them, but I blame yourself. I
like that. I like the way how you let it breathe. You did the little giggle, like, and then brought it back in. That's nice. Nice pacing, man. It breaks it up.
I wouldn't blame them, but I blame yourself. Homebreak is still turn up girls, I don't find myself in a lonely world. More fame, you gon' lose some friends, and then with more money, you gon' lose their trust. And more love, you gon' lose your ways, but in the end,
that's hard, bro.
That is hard.
That's full facts, bro, straight out. Like, you know, especially like the way I've came out, that's full facts, bro, like, to a T. All this music is literally a representation of how I've felt along this, you know, music journey straight out. And yeah, this is one of them lower scoop ones, bro, and that's full facts, you know. More money, what did I say, more fame, you're gonna lose some friends, more money, you're gonna lose their trust, and more love, you're gonna lose your ways. But I swear, honestly, that's 100%.
And you know what, I feel like this track along with Blame Me are the 2 tracks that encapsulate the meaning of this project the best. As in really like the nothing to something kind of narrative. I feel like these songs touch on that the best and do the best job of explaining that. Along with the nothing to something track itself, you know what I mean? Like I feel like these definitely support that message and that overarching kind of narrative.
I try to kind of go for like, you know, a few songs is like nothing at that nothing stage and the something, or the 2 and then the something stage, you know?
Yeah, I get that. So the part where it's from the struggle and then the part where you're celebrating that and
Yeah,
all
kind
the
of
trials
like
and tribulations
going hard,
that
you
come
know,
with that as
and then
well,
100
though.
and stuff,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's more like, you know,
Yeah.
something.
We'll get there, man. We get there. It's a little something.
Acting care to show him no love when it wasn't there. If you could die on a no post and share, remember who's down and who isn't there. I remember when you need some help, cause most of your ones only help themselves. I remember when you lose yourself to keep it humble and to push yourself. Only got me myself enough of being humble. No word of a lie, still got problems that I keep inside. I show emotion to the day I die. The mask on that I'm mastering pain, and then the mask off, I'm back in the game. I keep the mask on that I know my face, and know my voice that I know my pain. Only got boys, I know about them. It's been a long time since the last time that I went around calling my people friends. They don't break bread, but I do it off the paper chase over. They chat and gossip, there's some
Nah, so I gotta pull that one.
Only got boys, I know about them. It's been a long time since the last time that I went around calling my people friends.
It's deep, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's deep
straight
shit.
out, you know. Now, when you get your circles, it's been a long time since the last time I called my people friends. Straight out. Only bros.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. And there's a separation between the 2, man. Like, especially in this industry, there's a lot of people who want to get close with you. And there's nothing wrong with a healthy professional relationship. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean you hate people, but there is a big difference between my day one bros, like my bros, and someone who is a friend. There's a big gap between the 2.
To be honest, bro, nowadays, day ones doesn't really mean nothing. To me anyway, bro. It's more about who really shows up and who really puts in that effort to see you win. And then vice versa, bro. You do that, you know, you go through some tense moments, bro. Like, you don't even have to be a day one no more. I don't even have that many day ones around me no more, bro. Straight out. Like, day one is like the word is a bit taken out of context now, you know. It doesn't really mean nothing nowadays.
I hear that. And do you also like believe in the whole idea, what I personally believe is, blood makes you relatives, but the loyalty is what makes family. You know
100%, 100%, all day, yeah, 100%, bro. Like, you know, it's more about how much, like, you know, you can have family that don't really give a shit about you, and then you have someone who you've met along the way who's gone through the same struggle, who shares your, you know, your struggles, and you know, and he's packed up, and then he's become brothers, bro, like closer than family, you know, almost.
That's actually been through it with you.
Of
you know
course,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that's what bonds you closer together, when you really know that you understand where they're coming from and they understand you.
Even in this song, like, you know, all the hooks, the first one is like me before, and then like a me talking to my past self, and then the last one is me at a future present, like it's past, present, future,
and plays
in
into
hooks.
even just the artwork of this project, how it's almost like you talking to a younger version of yourself.
That's this song, bro.
So it definitely, I'm glad you said that, because
even the verses, like I go, fuck being humble, you know what I mean? Like I go, be humble and to push yourself, and then it replies back, fuck being humble, and no whatever.
I hear it, man, and it, like I said, I really do. That definitely supports my statement of this song does a really good job of encapsulating that nothing to something thing, what the project's about, man.
Yeah, appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Don't break bread, but I do it off the paper chase over. They chat and gossip, there's some fake ones. My name is Topics, I ain't been stressed, the last one dropped it. What my block is slides, they said they gon' slaughter and slide on blocks. If I was down, wouldn't say a lot, but now I'm up tops, they gon' say a lot. Sacrifice, they gon' come with a game, I sign myself off and I ask for the fame. Keep myself same with a mask, no face, they're gonna ask twice, is you real or fake? Is you real or fake? Are you close my snakes to keep my grass cut? They come, they stay. I pray to my kingdom, come and my kingdom came and my kingdom stay. And if I ever get touched by one, then that's all I want till the death gets paid. So if I die on him, my close ones care. I finally show love when I should be rare. If I get dying, then one person share me, show my fans try, and some real ones there. I ain't ever gonna ask for help, become my brothers, and it's time they fell. And if they ever go lose himself, it's only one call, and I'm there as well.
And I'm there as well. One call, you say the word, and I'm there, bro.
Always.
I'm there, sis. I hear it. Hear it. Cold.
That's a deep one. Still.
Yeah, it is, man. One of the deeper cuts. That has that due time kind of vibe to it, where you're, you know what I mean? You're really talking to the people, man. And then you got ones like this.
This is the boys' favorite. Like, all the boys love this one, bro.
I can't lie.
It's his favorite. I didn't know. He didn't even tell me. I already know it's his favorite. He puts what's it called? True at STE.
I can't lie. Okay. You know what's mad with me as well? I normally prefer the deeper cuts from artists. I normally prefer
You know the
that.
one I was a bit surprised is 14 years, bro. As if you don't like that one.
I didn't love it, man. I didn't love that one.
But it's like Moses and that's favorite.
Oh, is it?
I know heaps of people that's their favorite. You know, it's doing well too.
Yeah.
So you know
that shows that you're making good music because it's not like this collective one song that's the only one. You know what I'm saying? You've got different cuts for different people and it's still you. So at the end of the day, that's a testament to you making different kind of vibes and that little bit of versatility there coming into play now.
100%.
So never take that as a bad thing. But yes, true, it was your best track. This 100 track, I can't lie, man. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it.
I'm glad you do, my
I
bro.
can't lie, man. It's fucking cold. And it still might even be my favourite one off this project.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah? No, it's up there though. I can't lie, it is good. It is really good. I got 3 cuts off this project that are my top 3. This is one of them, definitely, man. It's that sample, man. Who produced this one?
Mason X Beats, bro, like one of the biggest producers. Is that a sample? I don't think that's a sample.
But whatever,
like whatever
that loop is, that violin.
I was about to say, he scared me there. I was like, nah, surely not another one, bro.
Hey, that was from a Drake cut. What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, none of that. Them strings go crazy, man. And I think he's pitch shifted them somehow because it's just cold. Whatever he's done, cold.
Yeah, I could have done him how I got done, but family sake I kept the 100 up and come on, they trying to.
Alright, I'm gonna pause again. Once upon a time I did I said some wise words about making a coffee. And I said it in a certain way. You know, sometimes when I rap like this, bro, I gotta ask, when did you discover that cadence, like that way that you say things? Is that something that you've just always done, or was there some, like, did you just fuck about one day and go, hey, that sounds cold?
Nah, like, I don't even know, my sound's kind of been building for a while, bro. Like I said, bro, like my influences before, like, so I was doing and all that stuff, you know? It wasn't me. Messed around, did some other stuff, and then, you know, came up, found my sound, which is this, you know, which I don't think I've heard before. You know, you got the people with the flows and that. I already said I take inspiration as well. But, you know, with my own sound and cadence, I feel like not many people are doing it like me.
No, 100%. And I will back that statement, especially in Australia. I don't know, someone in America maybe somewhere, someone in the UK maybe somewhere, but Australia 100%, there's no one with a cadence like you. Like, if I go up to someone who knows this Aussie shit and I go, who am I impersonating? And I go, no, they're gonna know who it is, bro. Like, you've got a style that just works. And I love the way that you just drag syllables and then swing it back in. It's like you swing out of a pocket and back in intentionally as well. It's just, I really appreciate your cadence. And that's why I loved, like, Due Time, Bonnie and Clyde. When you first rolled in, I was like, raw.
Bro, you know what's
what
funny?
Is this sound like?
Those 2 songs I never even liked. I never liked them. And Due Time was the second time I ever went studio.
Mad.
Second time I ever hopped in a studio, I done Due Time. Mad. I didn't like the song, listened to it too many times. Then we done the video and then we posted it. I was like, if it gets 10K, I'll be happy. Yeah. Shit, bro. Everyone likes it.
Now we're here. Because I do know that you made a come up on Instagram and whatnot. You started making a bit of noise there.
No,
and am I
TikTok.
right? And TikTok, sorry. And am I right and said you did an open verse for a Shelly thing?
I see. It's always on YouTube, like, you know, it's half my face, but, you know, it's a mad one, bro. I still got mad love for Shelly, bro. I always say that to this day. And but yeah, we gotta get started in soon, shows, bro.
Say no more. Big up to Shelly. Big up Riverwood, man.
But now she love us and she love these numbers. When she throw that back, replay. I hate the talk, ain't one for the hate. Say I could take coins and take a rust. Take most of my J's out there, really check, man. This a game of chess, no checkers. Make the wrong move and you cool get checked. Small talk from my ex's ex, cause she's still tell him it's Kahukx up next. I hate when it works, but I reached my freedom, Lord. Let me land in the garden of Vaden. I don't say him in LA, not spading. I don't say it, so I really just can't. But don't care what this rap does, don't change the fact. I still say we lost the plot. Still running and earning.
Nah, it's cold.
say it, man, that ain't no spading, I just say it, so I really just can't. Don't care what this rap does, don't change the fact, I still say we lost the plot. Still running and earning guap, and I can do like, don't wanna lose my crop. Yeah, life is life and music's music, true. He's only see one, only one me, I'm one of one. They try to knock me and their ship got sunk. Them times on the strip with shivers, drinking shivers, till them shivers gone. Them times we did
Oh man.
Them times on the strip with shivers, drinking shivers till them shivers gone.
Hey, something to warm your chest.
Yeah, bro.
Calm the nerves, I hear it. Cold, too
music's
cold.
music, true. He's only see one, only one me, I'm one of one. They try to knock me and their ship got sunk. Them times on the strip with shivers, drinking shivers till them shivers gone. Them times when we did it at Lego, then drink Regal, text and ratchet ones. Then 20 millions keep on the nose. I knew from that day my kingdom would come. 3 mil on my first two songs and I still ain't check, I just begun.
And then it just takes a step down. The melodic thing.
Vocals, yeah.
You're definitely trying to push this narrative, bro. 3 tracks in and I'm hearing a little.
Come on, bro. You know, I gotta start. I got vocals too, bro. I don't got just got bars. Imagine I got bars with the vocals,
Hey,
bro.
now we're unlocking a whole new version of you. Hear
See you
it.
later.
Later, cuz. I'm out of here.
Ay, they talking low on my face. I'm done with the talk and done with the chase. Do this thing like again and again, but I will show face at the end of the day. What's meant for me, it will come. They weren't meant for me, so they go. I'm a quiet kid of the street, a man of my word, a sinner of age. Could've done you, how got done by family sake. I kept it 100 up and come out. They showing her love, but now she love us and she love these numbers. When she throw that back, replay. I hate the talk, ain't one for the hate. So I could take Queens or take her out. Say, come most of my J's out there with these checkmates. Checkmates, I still don't show face, but she fucked me good. The hardest the weathers, I wear my hood. The harshest the settings, I drip, they true. Top pro never broke again, yeah, we some young boys, ain't gonna turn till death. It ain't a biggie, ain't got 2 packs left. I start with 50 and I got some sense. My boy just came home and he still ain't stressed. Still fuck on the next man, she came before her, but she left with them. My phone be always on day and day, that's why she get cold when she can't see me. And trust don't see her, babe. Don't be her, babe, to the baddest place. Only racist since I've been feeling love. Only racist since they won't say me gone. Only recent back seniorities won't come and say me. Say that they'll show me some. Here in DB, make a freaky, make a small more me overseas. And they know that money can't buy heart, no competition, I only see me.
Money can't buy heart. Understand.
Nah, that's the DBE songs, bro. I was like, that's,
yeah, the whole DBE scheme,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Don't worry, I got that one. I'm not the biggest DBE fan, but I know. But money can't buy heart. I just love that statement anyway,
it's
man. But
caca.
yeah, bro, fuck it. Yeah, you go in on that one. You definitely, and something that you do a lot on Fake, which is, you bring more of that grit to the table, back to that older style than from what you're saying. Like, and that kind of cadence where it's just different to your usual, but it's still you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's you pushing harder, definitely.
Well, for me, I was doing a lot of rap and I was keeping the same voice the whole time. And I was listening to other people do it. And then I started like thinking, fuck, am I boring? You know what I mean? So, you know, you gotta switch it up sometimes, like put a bit more grit or energy into it, or like tone it down, and you know what I mean, to be more interesting with your music. So that's what I was doing.
100. And there's a time and a place for that as well, though. You know what I'm saying? If you did that on Die Young, it wouldn't suit the track as much. But you do that here, and this is the time and place to go in that little bit harder.
Of course.
So it makes sense, man. Yeah, man.
That beat's cold, eh?
It's so good, man. It's too fucking good, man. All right. And we roll through to the next one.
Oh shit! You didn't do it. Oh no!
I ain't done a reaction to this. So the first time I heard it was at the event.
Oh yeah,
that was
and
the first time
it?
I heard it, bro. You coming with a Jersey drill thing? I was like, this is alright.
Pretty standard.
And then when you went, turn me up. Oi! I lost my shit. Can't lie, lost my shit, bro. Shout out Slippin' and Jack Billu, because I'm pretty sure it was us three. I'm pretty sure it was us three at the front, near the front anyway, just vibing out hard.
That's a funny one behind this one, bro. Like, I wasn't even going to run it, but my manager was like, do it, bro. Do it. Like, and it took us like 30 hours to get this song done.
Okay,
Done it all on the spot. And then he was like, bro, like for the hook, because I was doing stuff, but too many bars in the hook. And he's like, dumbify yourself down, bro. It's a vibe song. It's a bar song.
Yeah.
He's like, dumbify yourself down and try it. So I was like, just feeling myself. And I was like, the bop to the party, make a girl. I was like, all right. You know, and that's how it came about. And that's how the whole thing came about.
There's an art to that as well. There is an art to simplicity. Because a lot of people are like, you're dumbing your bars down. Like, it's because you're shit or whatever, and it's like, no, there's an art to making something simple and still bang. That's like the gold mine, really.
Yeah.
Because if you can make something simple that bangs, bro, you got people singing that, you got people rapping that, and especially if you're looking at a club setting as well, you don't want nothing too wordy.
No, exactly.
Yeah, so
this is more one of my like more generic tracks. You know, some of
Yeah.
the boys hit me up. They're like, "Bro, it's generic." You know, there's a you know, blah blah blah. And I was like, "Bro, it smashes at clubs, bro.
but
Every
there's a
club I
time
do
and
it."
place, 100%.
Damn.
Bro, this is coming from someone with my music where I'm way too lyrical for my own good sometimes.
Yeah, same.
And I sit there and I go, rah, I need a track for the club like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
hear it. There's a time and place for things.
I
though,
had to
you know what I'm
explain
saying?
this one. I was excited to explain this one because
Yeah.
people are like, the bop bop, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, like straight out, I was just in the studio, chucked the beat on, I was like, yo, no, you know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
the bop bop when we went to the party, and then it all came together. And yeah, now this is probably my best song to perform because it just,
It just suits the vibe the best. Yeah. Film clip for this one. Slipping! No, we're doing this right now. Wait. Get the name up one more time, man. Big up to the legend that is Slipping, man.
coldest in the game, bro.
What's it like working with Slipping, man?
As your little J, bro, you know, sometimes it'll be like 2 a.m. and she always has to get, you know, that shot because she's a perfectionist, and that's what I love about her. And bro, like, you know, sometimes I'm like, fuck again, bro, but like, you know, it's worth it in the end. She's a perfectionist, the best in the game, and yeah, I'm proud to have done all these with her too.
Yeah, man, definitely one of the best in the game. I love what Slipping does, and she just puts in work time and time again. And as you said, a quality product as well. She ain't settling. If she ain't happy with it completely, like, she ain't settling for that. So yeah, man, big up to Slipping each and every time.
Kind like you, the pop button, we enter the party, make a girl shake when we all come through. Kind like you, more time to go turn up, don't be shy, girl, we got space for two. Turn me up. Well, ask her slut if she acting sharp, I swear, real talk and a reason, and like, hey,
That
bro.
drop is hard, bro. It's hard.
I know, bro.
Can't lie, bro. It
That
slaps.
turn me up was so random too. I was just in the
Oh, yeah?
studio and I was literally like, "Oh, turn me up," and then the beat dropped and I was like, "Wait a second, bro.
Yeah,
That's
this might be
hard."
the thing that makes it what it is
and
now.
now it's the title of the track. So there you
100%.
go.
I think that makes it what it is, man. Just to turn me up, 100.
kind like you, more time to go turn up, don't be shy, girl, we got space for two. Turn me up. Well, ask her slut if she acting sharp, I swear, real talk and a reason, and like, how you come through, try to build a gas, you really want me, why you speaking a lot? Like I hit my line like 100 times, girl, you know I take off in the end. Into the game, I'm in my feelings again, try to make more comments than friends. We doing nothing like them, they do what they do, but let's not pretend. We ran through bands, there must be some men. No, I got my ones from start to the end. Start to the end, cause due time back then, late night, spinning with blue lights. Can't got you, gotta make my moves, they want me, make I ain't like you.
New South Wales Transport. They had a techie time that night.
Oh, bro, fucking no.
Filming in the city as well, you know what I mean?
Bro,
Like,
the train guys weren't happy, bro.
Hey.
No one was buying opals, and I was like, bro, nah, no. But
allegedly.
It was alright. But yeah, no. With this track too, I wrote all of this on the spot as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I never do that. 14 years and this one are the only songs I wrote on the spot, like just as I go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cold. So normally you're someone who do you like to write in studio? Do you like to write at home? Like,
Nah,
what's your
bro.
normal process when it comes to?
You know what I
putting
do?
stuff
I'll get in my car, bro. I'll go drive some nice view. I'll get a Red Bull, smoke a joint, and then we on.
together? Hey, I hear it. So that's like your process. You just want to be by yourself.
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
work on stuff,
100%.
and then
It
take it
lets
to
me
the stew
reminisce.
and then work on it from there.
Yeah, and the Red Bull like kicks the ideas into boot, but like the weed, you know, kind of like makes you reminisce. And if you're on a good vibe, a good buzz, then comes out with a good buzz.
Hey, say no more.
Kind like you, the pop up, we into the party, make a girl shake when we don't come through. Bottles get popped and they act brand new. Kind like you, the pop up, we into the party, make a girl shake when we don't come through. Make a girl shake when we don't come.
By the way, so I'm gonna bring up Slipping again. What she does with the whole graffiti text on the wall and then change it like that, that's so clean, man.
Nah,
so
hard.
clean.
Come through, make a girl shake when we don't come.
Hey, dun.
Fill my cup when I'm in my mood.
Hey, you get a little basket.
Kind like you.
Hey.
Bottles get popped and they act brand new. My white ass bottles of champagne, drip can't face what they envy. asked. She asked why I wear so much LV day on French and I'm moldy blood. Drip drip get these bitches where I hit the lick just to get this bread. Don't want a new bitch cause I done.
That's such a nice touch from the engineer's standpoint, just cutting that beat in and out. It reminds me of like grime sets.
Half faded it,
like that.
yeah.
That's cold. That's cold.
Makes sense, don't let that shit go over your
Shut
head.
up, Kahukx.
Hey. Yeah, it's a litty one, man. I can't lie. It is. It's just a litty one, man.
I didn't think you'd like this one, to be honest.
No, you know what? This is why where you listen to songs are very important. You got to keep in mind, my introduction to this song was at a party.
Yeah.
With you there. So I have a greater first impression than if I was listening like on the plane by myself. You get what I'm saying? So the Jersey drill thing, I'm not normally too big on, but I like the fact that you switched it into then the hard drill style, and that's probably why I appreciate the way I did. Because as I said, when you started with the Jersey thing, until that drop, I was like, oh, this is all right. And then when that drop came, that's what then sent me. Because I've experienced it like that, that's probably why I have a greater appreciation for it.
Yeah, 100%.
So 100%.
We wanted to be the first in Australia to do it, but then and I think we nearly were. Tommy Gunn came out with that one. That was hard, bro. And then I had to switch it up, so I just put in drill there as well.
Yeah, 100.
Shy Beats went crazy on that one,
Shout out Shy Beats. Shy Beats does a few from this project, right?
Yeah. So the main ones are Pax, Shy, and all mixed by Gambino. But they're like the main producers of. Oh, I'm trying to remember in case someone gets dirty.
Yeah. Produce 100 again.
Mason X Beats.
There you go.
Nah, but I'll shout out all of the people on there, but I'm not gonna go through all of them.
Yeah, of course, man.
Time.
Yeah, but I'm big up Gambino. Gambino's put some quality, a touch of quality crap.
That's a wizard right there. That's Gandalf right there, bro. He does everything. He built my sound with me, but too. So he's been a big part of my journey.
Yeah, man. Big up to Gambino, 100. All right, we roll through.
Shout out those dancers too. They killed them.
Hey. Talk to me about this clip, man, because I see you post on Insta. You was like, yo, you sat down and you talked for a while with Slipping about this.
Yeah.
What's that like, man?
So she came to our office and we done like a 2.5 hour talk or something like that, and we're just running through like the key points in my life and what's really like made me, you know what I mean? And then we were talking about how we're gonna attack this clip. I didn't want it to come off like corny with the police car and stuff, but I feel like we put it in a way where it's understandable. You know what I mean? It's detailing the come up of how I even got to this spot. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want people to get the wrong perspective of it, like in the first 10 seconds, because people can see it as corny or whatever. But it is what it is. If you think that, fuck yeah, because this is nothing to something. This is my life, my story.
Hey, it's your story, man. If it's relevant, it's relevant. Like, I've been saying this about girls in videos. Like, it's an overused thing at this point, in my opinion. But when you have a song like Turn Me Up, that makes sense. That's the right setting for that to be. So 100%. You're not just grabbing them for the sake of grab. Now there's a purpose to why you've got them there.
Yeah.
You know, understand? Same as, I don't know, like there's plenty of things within the hip hop and especially within what the trends are now where I'm like, rah, that might be overused. But if this is part of the story, then of course, what? Man's meant to just step into the back of an ambulance. Like that wasn't the story, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if that's part of your story, then 100% it makes sense to put that in.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Match at 1 suit.
I didn't even know you could rent cop cars and cop suits either, bro. So there you go.
I started with sense, but it didn't make sense. I told my broski we gon' ride to the end. Gonna laugh you for a halfway first, so then come round here with a half a shit. Long days, my clothes were dusty, couldn't buy shit till the I came in. If I said that I got you, trust me, we got all out, nothing to something. That's nothing to surface on the deep end, but it just weren't it. I got girls try to snap a link, but not happening, I still know this. She went for a bath for the boys in cruise, and she got hard out for the boys in blue. She didn't find out all the shit we do for up my bus, ain't gon' pay them soon. Lost 3 my boys, now 3 my boys, I need a woman or your friendly host. And money will come when it rains and snows, I'm just a street kid tryna stack and blow. Now middle of my mind like Melly, more like nuts, cause the money do tempt me. Yeah, pain goes down from the darker days, me talk that shit till they left in vain. Yeah, pressure makes diamonds, whatever they say, but pressure done told me it's real and it's fake. I'm done with the talk, ain't one for the fame. The fuck do you think there's a mask on my face?
That's hard, eh?
Pressure make diamonds or whatever they say.
But pressure done told me he's real and he's fake.
I love that.
Yeah, pain goes down from the darker days, me talk that shit till they left in vain. Yeah, pressure makes diamonds, whatever they say, but pressure done told me he's real and he's fake. I'm done with the talk, ain't one for the fame. The fuck do you think there's a mask on my face? I don't want no fame, I don't need no love, only one I trust. They all want pay for the J, that's made us all beneath me, but their day will come. Always do what I done with a right or wrong, but no, I can right wrongs. And I made some peace and pain on my own car. It helped me write songs. My mum told me always watch your friends. I was so naive, now it all makes sense. Come more time, that's my haters.
Hey, big up to Mumsy, preaching lessons, and sometimes you have to learn the hard way, and you learn
Of course,
later on
got
in
burned
life,
a few
man.
times to realize, oh shit, maybe what she was saying was right, you know.
Hey, how you know it's so true, innit? Like I used to hate the saying, "You understand when you're older." I used to hate that saying,
Yeah,
and
how-
I understand it more and more as every day
Yeah,
passes.
straight out
bro.
every day. You're like, oh, I don't know how she did all this, bro. Like, you know what I mean? My mum personally has been my mum and my dad, so fuck, I don't know how she does it, bro. If I had a kid, I swear I'd lose my marbles, bro. I swear.
Yeah, man. Nah, big ups to all the mums worldwide doing
They're
that,
like me
doing
anyway.
that double job, and you know, even the some fathers that, yeah, man, just big up to parents that are good parents. You know what I'm saying,
All day.
bro? It means the world, and like. I would say this to any young buck listening to this now, man. If you've got someone who you trust in your life, not an idiot, not someone who you look up to because you think they're cool, like
Not
someone
your older
you-
cousins.
yeah, you know your older cousin or older boys from the block. I mean, people who you really trust and you know within yourself, like, nah, that's a legit person who's thinking for my best benefit. If they say trust me, when you grow up or you know them life lessons, you think, oh, I always hear that. Bro, it's for a reason. More time than not, something's cliche for a reason. It's cliche and said so often for a reason.
Yeah,
man.
100%.
So
There's a full backstory to this video too. So used to be a time where I wasn't like really, I was out in and out of home. And then like what I'd do is so I'd leave home, I'd be out of home, so I wouldn't go home, but I'd go to school, then I'd be in the city kicking it with the boys till like 6, 7. Then I'd stay in the city till like 2, 3 a.m. And then after, with my misso at the time's parents went to sleep, I'd sneak into a house, like I'd climb through, I wouldn't climb through a window, but I'd sneak into a house, and then at 5 in the morning before they woke up, I'd be out. So I was getting like 2 hours of sleep. Not feeling sorry myself, I'm just trying to explain.
No, it's the context,
The part of the, that's why in this video it's like that.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty impactful moment in my life, so yeah.
Yeah, man, telling that story, 100.
All them fake J's I used to call friends. I used to name friends to a couple of people, then I found out that they stabbed my back. Dumped down and I did it illegal, drink a regal till my heart turned black. The life I live is the life I chose, and the things I took and the things I own. No time for a friend or hope, but I still pop out on my fucking face. Real shit.
Nice little vocal hit in the production.
Yeah, 100. We actually got a girl to come in and sing that.
Oh, nice.
I started with sense, but it didn't make sense. I told my broski we go right to the end. Gonna love me, bro, halfway friends, so don't come round here without halfway shit. Long days, my clothes were dusty, couldn't buy shit till the came in. If I said that I got you, trust me, we going all out, nothing is something. That's nothing is something from the deep end, but it just weren't it. I got girls trying to snap and link, but not happening, can't still not this. She won't fight back for the boys in cruising, she got hard out from the boys in blue. She don't want fun out, all the shit we do throughout my broski, he gon' pay her. So you're nothing is something, but someone to say. I'm young and impatient, but stay in my lane. This is all God's plan. I respect.
My bad. Yeah, go
So
on.
it's like nothing, and then this is like the 2 stage, like going in the studio, like trying to make music, bringing the boys, you know what I mean, and like doing the car freestyle. So this is that 2 stage,
Yeah.
and then the something stages.
Yeah, that transition, that midway point.
So you're nothing to someone, but someone to say. I'm young and impatient, but stay in my lane. This is all God's plan, I don't speak in vain. This is all planned out, and my plans in play. Two-faced, I must see these Gotham, my Batman, and bro, robbing him. And I ain't only one for riddles, but she play games like the Riddler did. I need me a rider or a dollar, like Harley
We got
Quinn.
Gotham
Jokers,
bars,
and they
son.
shit. Yeah, they try, but I won't respond like, bro, you God knows who the fuck's his kid. She want like 5 rounds to give her no free, this ain't MMA. Bro, I got locked and I know he pays, but when he come at me, he gon' do it again. He gon' do it again, Robert, tell how to go do it again. Love for paper, so do it again. Your friends and traders, so do them again. And I said that we started from sense, but it made no sense, so I must have swapped. Always say it'll be nothing to something. When I say shit, yeah, I say it a lot.
Oh,
Wow. One trend I'm seeing, especially within this project, is you taking a word or a phrase and then flipping it multiple times. So like the shivers bar, or you know what I mean? You've done that a few times now where you've taken a word and you flipped it straight after. I like
started
that.
with sense, but yeah,
Yeah, definitely. That's a trend of yours I quite like, actually.
Made no sense, so I must have swapped. Always say it'll be nothing to something. When I say shit, yeah, I say it a lot.
Because when I say it, I mean it.
Look at these transitions, bro.
Hey. Transitioning from nothing to something.
That show was really crazy for me, but Australia.
What show was that then?
That was the Lost City Festival. So it's like 11,000 people there. And like I got it, and then the flashlight scene, I was like, damn, like, you know, that was really eye-opening. I know, because I wear the mask, I don't know how known I am. People don't come up to me on the street like that because I wear a mask. And then when I come and do shows, like, with 12,000 people all doing, like, cheering for me and stuff, it's like, it feels good, you know?
Yeah, of course it's a good feeling, and
Makes
that
it
must
feel
be,
like it was worth it.
that must be a mad transition as well, since, you know, a lot of what we're talking about is that must be a mad transition going from, you know what I mean, not really doing too much studio, not much music, and then now you got 5-figure people standing in front of you, and it's like, rah, they know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Straight, yeah. Like, it's a blur. When you're on there, it's a blur, but then when you get off, you're like, damn, I really just done that.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. Yeah, and it's tough to take in that moment sometimes because your brain's thinking about so many things when performing. You don't realize until afterwards what you've just done.
Hard.
You know
I was like, I better not fuck up. There's 11,000 people.
Yeah.
Even the talking in between, you know. But when you're up there, it's a different mentality. Like I get angry almost. I'm like, nah, this is mine.
You channel a certain energy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, and that will come within time, man. The more you do it, the more you turn on this autopilot almost, and you don't even then have to think no more. But until you get them practice hours in, 100%, man, it's a thought process. But
100%.
yeah, man, it's part of the process. Woo! And there we go. Out now. Yeah, understand the project is out right now. Big up to everyone a part of this one. And there we go. That was track 4, I believe. What are we on? Track 5 now. Yeah, Fake. Is that track 5 or it's track 6 out of 8? 6 out of 8. So now back end of it, Fake.
Yeah. This is one of my favorites too, like, cause the sample we use is like, I've always loved that song. I've used it, like, I've listened to it since I was heaps young, bro. Like, what is it? Bruno Mars and Lil Wayne, Mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been listening to that song for ages, and every time it made me feel away, so I had to use that as a sample for this one too. So.
Do something along the lines of that.
People will say like he moans in his songs like
The tough times in my life ain't scripted, there still be times I wish it was. And I still got respect for the world, where they chat like girls, I only feel one. She said your life like a movie, you know my songs but don't know my life. She asked if you wanna come do me, so she can say that she fucked this guy. I ain't playing this game and pretend, yeah they want pollens, I just want more M's. If we'll get done with a fake pretend, I just go bake off and some bacon ends. Pass the parcel with a grub and spend. You'll love me then leave in the end, so I could care less if they're leaving again. I ain't got no heart, no feelings to spend. Last year I planned.
And this is what I was talking about earlier about, like, this is one of the first times I've heard you with more of an aggressive delivery.
Yeah.
You know, so tapping into that other one and like this comes from a deeper place, a verse like this then.
Yeah. I done this. I wrote this song in 2 different days, and then like that middle part, I was struggling hard because I was like, fuck, what would make sense, you know? And then I found the middle part, but songs like this are so easy for me to make because I can relate to them so well, and I have 100 things I could say, you know what I mean?
100%. I find that, whenever I do tracks like this, when it comes from like a real place like that, which, you know, most of your music does, but when you're just writing for the sake of writing, you ain't got no clear idea, you're just writing for the sake of it, always the easiest to do because it comes from a real place, man.
100%.
Plan 6 things, the plan went to plan, now plan on mills. And back then didn't do no deals, so I still found love.
That's one of my favourite bars of this track.
I could care less, they're leaving again, I ain't got no heart, no feelings to spend. Last year I planned 6 things, the plan went to plan, now plan on mills. And back then didn't do no deals, so I still found love in the cheapest deals. I'm an artist, I'm fucking fake. Only time was.
So obviously, man cloned himself for the video and that. Yeah. But tell me this, when you have the belly on, are you even singing lyrics more time than not? Are you just chatting a whole lot of rubbish?
I swear to God, when I'm doing music videos, I swear to God, I'm like full singing the lyrics as I'm doing them. Not as loud, like, but I'm like, you know, the tough times of my life, I scripted this. You know what I mean? So I'm still rapping with it. You know, I can't lie, but there's been a freestyle video, you probably know which one it is, where it was for a completely different song, but when no one can see my words or what I'm saying, so I just added a freestyle, a new one on top of it. And people loved it, and no one will know what it is, and no one still won't know.
If you know, you know.
So I trust lately money be revealing, snakes lately money be revealing. Fake, but go Got my bros right to the end. 10 toes if it's about bread, don't wanna be locked if you locking them. I know them boys didn't see my vision, so I put that shit family first. You want my bitch, you can have my seconds, I waste no second on you or her. And even though it hurts, the fake love always gets me worse. Only type pain that the first cut then burns. My whole life been lessons to learn, so I could care less if our bridge gets burned. Main time got digits to earn, so I could care less if our bridge gets burned. In my mind be 1,000 things, still got sleepless nights to this life I leave. Look at the mirror, so I'm gon' be it. Go all the fuck boys said I wouldn't be shit. I got too much price to let them slide, but I had to sit back for a minute. Cause the evil eye tryna leave me dry, went sold myself for a click. The fuck you mean K weren't ever on shit, the fuck you mean K on none but bitch. The fuck you mean K only cares about him like I weren't outside tryna solve that shit. Talk your talk and see eye to eye, I done my dirt and I still that card. They all won't get in my head, cause they know I'm next and they all just well, they all just tryna get still loving the tape for thrills. I'm an artist.
I love this shot in the cinema as well. Like you watching yourself on stage, like the self-reflection.
It wasn't just like me, but like when I was doing this video, it was a reflection of what everyone says too. So someone in that mirror is telling me like, you know, so I'm going, what the fuck you mean, K? And everyone shit, the fuck you mean, blah blah blah. And then talk your talk and see eye to eye, I done my dirt, and so it's like reassuring myself, looking at people that wish bad on me, if you get what I mean. So it's not just me talking to me, it's me talking to all these people who have said certain things, you know what I mean, and reassuring myself of all these things.
Yeah, 100%. And it's addressing those thoughts. And you know, as much as artists, like we of course we listen to what people say, you know what I'm saying, like of course you listen, positives and negatives, and obviously some people let it get to them more than others.
People don't realize, like, you know, people spend hours and hours and hours on one thing, and it's a lot of work, and all your body is into this thing. And for some person who you've never met before, who doesn't even know you, or just for them to completely like rain on your parade, if you want. It burns, it hurts, you know what I mean?
100%. And that's why even when I've done reactions and whatnot, and I've said negative things, or I've had criticism say, because I've never turned around and just been like, oh,
nah, of course.
I've never turned around and done that. But when I have had criticism, I understand why people
but you say it in a constructive way. Like, there'll be people who just go, this guy's shit, slaps on mute, like, bro, and people like just say shit to get clicks on a comment.
And they say shit to say shit, and I think 95% of artists would be lying if they said there weren't at least one day where they had that get to them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
course.
Of course, there's some people who, you know, they might have had 1 or 2 days like that in their life, and otherwise they're invincible to that shit. You know what I mean? And you build that over time. And there's other people who might have that happen to them more often. And that's not for me to encourage anyone to go do that, but like, it's not like people don't listen, in it. You listen,
but then you say, like,
you talk to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You get in your own head about things like that,
and then you get people who are like proper, like real gangster rappers, and comes to say they're fake. And it's like, bro, like, if you could call that cunt fake, then I don't care what you say no more, bro. Straight out.
And that's where you then have to remind yourself, you're like, right.
Of course, reassuring yourself always.
You've got this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Always, as long as you stick to your story and you don't stray away from it and try to be something you're not, then, you know, all the power to you.
100%. And last thing I'll say on it is, everyone says it online, they still never said it to my face.
Only time will tell what trust, cause lately money be revealing, snakes, lately money be revealing. Fake, boy. Got my buzzer right to the end.
I love that.
About bread, don't wanna be locked if you lock and think. I know them boys didn't see my vision. That's why I put that shit family first. You want my bitch, you can have my seconds, or waste no second on you or her.
You can hold the mic, bruv. One day you should do that, you know. You should have a performance and just get one of your boys to just put a bally on and just run out on stage. Fuck it. You spit the bars from backstage or whatever and just make it look like them. Fuck it.
Nah, hard. Actually, that's actually not a bad idea.
There you go. You might
even like other
and then
artists.
have just like 10 of you walk on or something. You never know, man. Just which one is it?
Nah, that's actually a mad idea. You have to pick the real one.
Hey, you can't hire me. Slightly bit too short, way too skinny, so it ain't gonna work for me. But if
but you're actually pretty tall, eh? I didn't think you were that tall.
Do you know how many people say that? They're like, oh, you know what? You're not as short as I thought you'd be, you know. Hey, big 6'0" right here, son. Big up to everyone a part of this, part of the film.
That was a big clip, bro. That was needed a lot of hands. Yeah, the cinematography is crazy. We used like 4 different mirrors for one scene.
That's good shit. I can't lie, this is one of them 3 that I absolutely love. Yeah? I like this because we're not hearing you on that 140-ish kind of wave of the drill beats and everything like that. You're now rapping. And you're now talking to us. And this is the other track that I really think encapsulates. That's a word now. Whether it is or isn't, encapsulates the whole vibe of this project.
This is like the 2 stage right here.
Yeah. Okay.
So it just be business whenever nothing personal, like talking.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
I don't worry. I tell you, I'm a man who believes.
This little one right here, yeah. This voice sample here. Are you aware of who has used this before?
No, I'm not.
Have
you used it?
No, Skepta has.
Oh, that's alright then.
Skepta used it. I'm pretty sure it was on No Security. It might have been on an older track, but Skepta has definitely used that before. So I just wanted to know whether you knew about that one or not. There you go. But yeah.
That I died 20 years ago, and I live like a man who's dead already.
True words, though.
And please don't ask me who said it, because I have no fucking. Morgan Freeman or something. Actually, right? Is that wrong?
I don't know, bro. Man said Morgan Freeman. You know what? You know who said that, blood? Miley Cyrus said that. Understand? Hey, comment below who said these words. Wrong answers only.
I swear just be business and we're never nothing personal. These ladies tryna love me, gotta tell them, take that birth control. If money make a man and we will get it, then we'd get it. So we double down and win, I hate the kiss, so I won't let it go. Don't blame me for shit when your girl should've known better. And don't tell me I switch when I know that I know better. And don't tell me about him cause he fronts but he knows better. Ever since I was a youngin', I was all about my cheddar. Now it's penthouse settings, hitting models from the back. All this talk but I'll be chillin', counting 50s on my lap. And I ain't on that type of time I'm reppin' post cause I ain't nothing. All the drugs up in this kitchen couldn't get my brothers back. They didn't listen to my pain, act like they ones when there be numbers. Men lie, women lie, West us whenever they stuntin'. Just tryna do this rap, and if I don't then that's a rap. Probably end up like a Trevor with 5 stars up on my back. Pussy, every time you see me tryna act like we be friends. Had a few more words for Birdie about me when I wasn't there. Nowadays people snakes, nowadays you trend is fake. Nowadays I call me people without thinking that they hated. They say that boy up a
these are them driving songs. These are them late night vibes. These are on your way to work with your headphones on kind of vibes, and you just talk, bro. I really appreciate the vibe that you bring to this, especially because this is my favorite style of hip hop to listen to as well.
Keep that in mind,
yeah. Definitely these kind of like 95 BPM type beats are definitely. Oh man, if you can run verses on things like this, they're always appreciated by real lyric heads, people like me, I would like to say.
I've been chilling since the struggle. They know me when my life was tough, they know me when I asked you. And no one always knows, how can I play when no one was? Trying to make it out of city where sinning is always on. Tell me love. Funny how the ones that love me, someone's hating on me. And when I went to paint a picture, they all faded on me. And if I burn a couple bridges, would they do the same? I'm guessing not, cause since I did a lie, it's me a chance. I swear they ain't never gonna get it. How many times I got
I'm hearing more vocals, man.
Come on.
I'm hearing it, man.
That's a bar too.
Hey,
and when I went to paint a picture, they all faded on me. And if I burn a couple bridges, would they do the same? I'm guessing not, cause since I did a lie, it's me a chance. I swear they ain't never gonna get it. How many times I gotta tell them with a talk or they sweat it? And listen up, if I'm saying what I'm saying, we did it. And the body on the internet can say what is and what isn't. But I swear just be business, it was never nothing personal. These ladies tryna love me, gotta tell them take that birth control. If money make a man and we all get it and we get it. So we double down and win, I hate the kiss, so I won't let it go. Don't blame me for shit when your girl should've known better. And don't tell me I switch when I know that I know better. And don't tell me about him cause he fronts but he knows better. Ever since I was a youngin', I was all about my cheddar. I've been with a lot of girls but never once I said I love you. I've seen a lot of things and places, excuse me, I can't trust you. A lot of people talk, so let's not get them misinformed. I don't drill, I make money and I thought these bitches raw. Now your sister's favorite rapper, never thought I'd see a meal. So we used to get it wrapped, I spent it on some cheap frills. And yeah, my brother locked off too much time on the block. I was told him the only way is up, and when you out, I got you.
Hey, when my brother's out, I got you.
Hard, huh?
You. Doing this for family, G.
Always, bro. Free H.
Yeah, and you know, you're reinforcing those messages of people, you know, maybe with you at a certain point in your journey. And then you may lose trust in people, and people change, and you know,
100%.
That whole process.
And also, like I feel like people see the mask and they you know blah blah blah. So I feel like stated, a lot of people talk. So let's not get them misinformed. I don't drill. I make money and I fuck these bitches raw.
Hey, allegedly.
Hell, I make money.
You already know it's fairly first. Nothing to something, young and impatient. City, city, baby.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, man.
Should have cut that bit there.
No, you know what? Sometimes, yeah. If this was a single, yeah, but I actually like the fact that it fades out the way it does. You could have put maybe another like the
4
intro.
bars out.
Yeah,
something.
you could have put 4 bars out. You could have also done another one of them audio inserts from Morgan Freeman or Miley Cyrus or whatever. Could have done that, but I don't think that's a nice enough beat to hear. Sometimes I'm with you though. Sometimes beats just need to just go. But that was an example where that weren't too bad.
Well, also like nowadays people ain't got their attention span. So if you do a song, you can't have a 30-second intro no more. You got to get straight to the point.
That's true. That is very, very
This
true.
one example, it was a big intro. We cut it so that way straight to the point.
But there's also another small percentage, and I understand I'm in the minority, people who appreciate projects, appreciate the time and the time that's spent with something.
Of course.
I think you can let a track run out at the end if it's a very heavy track. If it's
like
very
people need to
emotional,
breathe,
to
like,
give
cool.
you time to process what's going on. Don't get me wrong, if you did the end of Turn Me Up and the beat run for another 60 bars, I'd be a bit more like, nah, this ain't the time to do it. But with a track like that, I think it can work sometimes. So I don't think that's the worst decision, to be fair.
Hard. Do you like this song?
And we're at the end. No, next. This is a decent track. Decent track.
More of a filler one, but
Yeah. Ends on a positive vibe.
I don't want no next. And I beg, don't take it to heart. When I say some shit, I say what I've said. Always say what's the point in love. Always say what's the point in us. You made me change my old ways, and now my new ways. The ghost and cut. This toxic love with me more than fuck. Every day I'll be changing positions. I feel it difficult. Loving you in it. Say, do you love me? But now you won't hate me. I know that we talk so like bills are different. I said I would change my ways. Never make you pain. I did just that. I said that I've been through pain. And you can't explain, cause you say it now. My whole up in a game of chess. It got me fucked up if I lose my queen. Still work there deep in the night, trying to ring my voice, cause I end up in green. Still play with the pieces I got, and the day I'm all that I got. And the day I'll know what's what. If I lose everything, we'll see what I've lost. When you hear this, not my intent. For you got the most respect. Got this ain't like one of them movies, cause we didn't stop on a happy end. I just hope you end up.
So here, you're talking to one person here, am I right?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, no.
Of course, bro.
It's focused, isn't it? It's focused and directed
Of course.
towards one person. It's
But it can be relatable to the masses.
It can be relatable to the masses.
It's full crazy. Like even me, one of the boys, when we were going through shit, with the old guys and that, bro. Like it's full like this is the only song I crank at the moment, bro.
Okay.
So it's more like I had to add a girl lovey-dovey kind of one in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear it, man. There's a time and place.
Blessed, find the one that I leave you stressed. I'm a cool boy, don't show mercy, cut emotion is what leaves me dead. The fuck you say to me, auntie, work? I ran to my feet, got dirt. What boys who ain't even circus, there were times they was them or worse. I still look up for a higher position, I know that I'm gifted with money, no pictures. Just hope that my love become different, I trust in the vision, go lose, feel winning. Go lose, feel winning, been through tough times, didn't see no God. But Lord knows my intention's pure, only time I sleep for the sake of growth. No, for the sake of us, yeah. For the sake of lost, to keep my head high. You ain't no one fuck to keep my cars close, no Lord I trust. I ain't going no next, and I know you take it to heart. When I say some shit, I say what I've said. Don't believe in the point of love, don't believe in the point of us. You still gon' stick to old ways, and now my new ways to trust in none. This toxic love with me more than fuck. And you know still, and I said I won't be, no one said I never need you. Why you playing these games, the same procedure, but this shit don't work. I fuck better when I'm not the fuck, more sad than now, why you feel I'm wrong? I can't lie, man, I love this place, but I swear some tears, not where I belong. My enemy's my enemy, I can't lie, they'll fake to my face. Your friend or a snake, don't know what intentions be, cause lately G's your favorite part. And real lies, and up until now I ain't realized shit.
Real lies, real lies.
Come on, bro. And up until now, I realized shit.
Yeah, I hear it. I did that bar 6 years ago.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, but everyone uses it.
It's nice though, it's nice.
But I ain't got no ex, and I'm glad you didn't take it to heart. When I say some shit, I said what I've said.
Said what I said.
Honestly, it's a point in us.
Chest.
You made me change my old ways, and now my new ways got me feeling love. This toxic love is just kind of fun.
I will say, I like this song, but I don't think it should have been the last one on the project.
Look, yeah, you know what? You're probably right, bro.
I don't think it rounds up the project the way it. It's a weird point.
That's a good point. Maybe I should have switched Blame Me with that one name.
Yeah, maybe Blame Me. Yeah, you know what? Blame Me as outro vibes. I was about to say nothing to something to end on, but you know what? Yeah, Blame Me also works, to be fair.
Yeah, to be honest, like we weren't really deep in it too hard, like when it came to that.
And you know what, bro? 98% of people, it don't even matter.
Yeah,
I'm just
only
at 2%.
people, yeah.
I'm just at 2%. It's not, it's definitely not a bad track. I definitely think it belongs in this project.
Yeah.
I just think it belongs somewhere near in the middle.
In the middle.
And I think
Yeah,
Blame Me,
yeah.
you know what? Blame Me's a great shot. I think that would have been better.
Got the long outro
it's
too.
not the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Of
It's
course,
not like,
of course.
and again, an EP is very different to a full album. If this was your debut album, I'd be digging you out way more.
Yeah, hard,
Personally,
hard.
I'll be digging you out way more. But EP, you get away with it
Just
way
a
more.
little body of work,
Yeah.
show everyone what I've been
But
doing.
it's a healthy body of work as well. I don't feel like it's too quick. I don't feel like it drags on. Like it has a good pacing to
And I
it.
didn't want
will
people.
say that.
I personally don't think it all sounds the same.
No, definitely not.
Beautiful. If Chazza says it, like, it goes for everyone too. I'm gonna send
Yeah.
this clip.
But I definitely would encourage you to do other things like the Blame Me track. Go back to things like Mbappe or you know what I mean. There's definitely
100%,
other things that you can
100%.
definitely do, but you mix it up through this because obviously you're always gonna. You know, your DNA at the moment is the sample drill type beats. But you're not only that though, and you have got more
100%.
than that. So never forget that there's always going to be a place in people's hearts for that stuff. And I'd say always continue to do some of that here and there, but definitely progress your sound and try other
For
things.
me, it's more like, you know, I know my core fan base dig from me. So, you know, I feel like for me, it's one in, one out. So, like, one like that people like, so it's all good. And then experiment on the next one. And then
100.
keep,
I don't think that's a bad formula. Always remember where your core audience comes from. And some people can completely reinvent themselves and it works. Like The Weeknd is really good at doing that. The Weeknd is really good at just... Next album is just a whole different vibe. You know?
hard.
But then there's other people who always come back. Like, say what you want about Drake, but Drake will always come back to some sort of sampled freestyle. It'll be some sort of time in some sort of city. And when he does a track like that, you know my man can rap still.
100%.
So, definitely, I think that's good that you're
Also,
still
people
trying
can't say
stuff.
they want the old Kahukx back because there's 2 songs in there that are from the old Kahukx.
Listen, man, leave it out about old Kahukx, bruv. Let the brother land first before we start talking about the old version. Yeah, man. No, I hear it though, but that's the project, G.
Yeah, bro.
That's the project, man. So, how we feeling now? What's the next step? What's plans going forward from now?
So for now, just do a few singles, you know, get back to what I'm used to. Do a few features here and there. Just keep it going and never stops, bro. We work so hard that, you know, just to go have a break now would be silly. So no holidays until after the tour. Then I'll go on a holiday. But straight out, like work mode, still getting up every day and getting it done. You know what I mean? So yeah, no
100%.
breaks.
And this will be coming out the week that we're recording this. So is there anything you want to plug? Anything that people should keep an eye out for?
Keep an eye out for a few features. You know, but I got the tour coming up too, bro. If you want to come see me live, you saw how the Sydney show went, then, you know, come see me, come support the kid. Got merch coming out too if you wanna cop that. Up to all of yous. Also, unreleased.
Some unreleased stuff there. Yeah, all right. That's a sneak preview, man. Listen, man.
But big love. Thank you for having me, bro.
Appreciate
Straight
it,
out.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, cuz. But yeah, thanks for everything, and hope you all enjoy this like I do.
Boom.